tune in, I guess.
Cool.
Will you hand me that pic? Thanks.
We'll get on time.
What?
So do you get on time? We're good.
Yeah, I think so.
I'm just making sure I'm not being rude by.
Oh no. It goes live at 3.
Okay.
I wonder if this would work. If they would hear them twice. If I just like pour it from my neck. That way I could still hear. after this, look through the other shirt colors with me.
Yeah, I'd like
To
that.
see if that maroon is still like. I felt like that one looked the best.
That was maroon?
That's what it's called.
Wednesday, it's 2:59 p.m. Central.
Sounds amazing.
We have our season 1 finale, and the clock is counting down. Adam, where are we at?
40 seconds.
40 seconds. Wow, this is a big deal.
If that's a couple.
I think we should count down today.
But I can't do it on the other.
We'll skip the last 3 numbers.
Which 3 would that be?
It's 7. All the primes, Adam. Jesus. Where are we?
17, 16, 15.
Keep going.
Well, you could
Just replace 2 with nose.
Well, where are we now?
10,
9, 8,
7, 6, 5,
4, 3.
Nose.
Is this the cake?
3. I hear a voice in the distance, faint but true. I hear a voice, unmistakably it's you. I hear a voice, trapped and alone, but we'll take you home. She sang every day, all her life, loved the sound of her voice bouncing off the mountain range down into the valleys. So she stayed every day, far too late, until the darkness closed and forced him into searching for her by the sound she made. I hear a voice in the distance, faint but true. I hear a voice, unmistakably it's you, it's you. I hear a voice, so pure and free. Are you singing to me? Silence is spread from his heart to his head until all hope is lost, the music gone, he is barely breathing. Why does she stay through the day? He thought that listen close with all his mind. For any song she sang, I hear a voice in the distance, faint but true. I hear a voice, unmistakably it's you, yes it's you. I hear a voice, trapped and alone, we'll take you home. Oh, hold on, I hear a voice in the distance, faint but true. I hear a voice, unmistakably it's you, it's you. I hear a voice, so pure and free. Are you singing to me? Hey, welcome everybody. It's Wednesday. It's 3:03 p.m.
3:03. That's my birthday.
It's not March 3rd today.
Birthday time.
Dan, I think we have the Zoom unmuted right now, but
I think maybe we were supposed to. It's our season 1 finale. Here's how we decided that. A couple of notes for you. My hair got to a certain length over the quarantine. It's covered my eye completely now.
Great, love it.
It seemed untenable to continue.
Annie, if
frankly.
there's any way you could bring in Catherine and Brian's video, if you haven't already, and make sure that audio is muted because we don't want it twice. We have a really special season 1 finale today. We have... I think we need to mute some stuff in Zoom. Okay, I'm getting a little echo. That's all right. We have Diane with us as usual. And of course, we have a special guest today from Austin, Texas. I'm going to pronounce her name correctly. We have Catherine Legender and Brian Broussard. But let's say hi to Diane if we can. Hello, Diane.
Hey, guys. That was great. What a wonderful start.
I'm going to talk for 1 second here. I'm going to just touch a setting.
You take care of
Hey.
business, Josh. Hello, Diane. How are you today?
I'm fantastic. Better now. Love to hear some music.
What's happening in the land of the internet right now?
Such a great group today. We actually have a very international bunch. Got Cliff watching in the UK and Jan. We've got Sylvia all the way in Germany. Hi, Sylvia. Thanks for watching.
Wow.
We've got Sharon Arthur watching, who has a birthday coming up. Happy early birthday, Sharon. Just a lot of great folks watching. Everyone's super excited to hear y'all and to hear Catherine.
Oh, excellent. So let's see if we could do this, if we can make this happen. We're going to say hi to Catherine and Brian. They're actually in Austin, Texas. Dan, if you can mute that Zoom for us. Catherine, Brian, can you hear us?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you hear us? Does this make sense? I'm trying this thing where I'm not actually wearing my headphones on my ears.
That works.
I think we're
I
hearing-
think we can hear you guys pretty well in here.
That
I
way
think
Brian
we're
can hear
hearing
too.
an echo for some reason
Okay, well,
without the phones.
how about that?
How do we do now? Yes! Oh, I'm so sorry, Brian. It's just because we don't like you.
No,
No,
that's
No,
not.
I can still hear some from the
There's a
headphone
little
feed.
bit of bleed.
Yeah.
Got it. All right,
It's
well,
good to see y'all.
you guys are in Austin, right?
We are in Austin.
We met Brian opening for Bob Schneider at the
Yeah.
Nutty Brown. Actually, the next day, all our microphones got stolen from the Days Inn.
Yeah, that's so true.
I-
But
I remember that.
gosh,
the
that
day
sucks.
it did, but the day before we had like this epic band hang.
It was magical. We always loved Bob Schneider, but then we got to see
Mayu and
Broussard were on the show with us. We met Brian. We got along swimmingly, and like right before we left the show, Brian was like, "Hey, you remind me of you were his girlfriend at the time. Now you're his ex-girlfriend."
Who is now her wife?
Yeah.
He's like, you should take her CD and check it out, and that happens a lot. On tour.
We have a lot of CDs in the van, and Eric and
Sure,
I are
yeah.
right. You get a lot of CDs, but Eric
Yeah.
and I are driving.
And you listen to like one track and you're like, all right, and then you like stop listening. And we listened to track 1 and we're like, yeah, baby.
we listen to track 2. We're like, this is a legitimate
I really like this.
EP. Don't.
And then we
Yeah,
got
just don't give
to
a damn. Yeah.
we got through it and like we've listened to it again, which like
Yeah.
and then I think
Unmute
we
that
said
computer,
like,
yeah.
oh my god, I wish that this was like 8 songs longer.
So
Oh, me too. Yeah.
we're so happy to have you guys. We've just figured out this technology where we can get your audio cleanly and clearly. So if you'll hang out, we're going to actually try to time it so we hit 4:20
And there's a
Eastern
reason.
time. And there's a reason, and we'll get to it. So thank you for being
Sounds
here.
good.
Thank you,
Thanks
Catherine.
for having me. This is like technically the first time I'm like seeing y'all.
I think that's
know.
true. I think we're
feel
internet
like,
friends.
I feel like I've been
Yeah.
friends with you for a long time, and I'm like, she doesn't know who I am, but this will.
But this is great. It's a
Yay.
new age.
Yay.
It's a new age. It's a new time. We could do a show together far away. So we'll be back with them. In the meantime, let's share a new song. We've only played this a few times. Very inspired by Mr. Al Stewart's lyric writing, and Erica's going to sing the lead here. This is called Tense Car Tab Confrontation.
I saw the smoke in your eyes, so I'd been given fair warning. warning, but I neglected to see. And it was just this morning, began as a conversation. He smiled indelicately as he handed you the printout, and it obviously filled you with rage. But it was his explanation that led to a tense cartel confrontation. There was nowhere to turn, with volcanoes exploding. I can still feel the heat to this day on my skin. It's just an observation as the battle wore on. I grew confident watching you when you never back down. You eventually win, but that seemed the situation that began a tense cartel confrontation. We ran into a tense cartel confrontation. On the long road home, cooler heads prevailed. Rationality was slowly restored. There was always obfuscation that began a tense cartel confrontation. We ran into a tense cartel confrontation. Could not avoid the tense cartel confrontation. No one enjoyed the tense cartel confrontation.
You say no, Andy, to that.
Come on, Nate.
What do you got, Nato? Come on, with me now.
That began a tense cartel confrontation. We ran into a tense cartel confrontation. Could not avoid the tense cartel confrontation. No one enjoyed the tense cartel confrontation.
Oh, Erica rewrote the chart right before we did that song, and it was mostly correct.
Mostly.
That's what you need from a chart. Mostly correct.
You know, we met these cats that are our special guests today. Well, one of these cats on the road. And I miss the road a lot.
Oh my gosh, I miss the road. Hey, this song is co-written by me and our former drummer, Daniel Rosenthal. And do you know what today is?
It's his birthday.
It's Danny's birthday.
Happy birthday,
Danny.
Danny.
Happy birthday.
I've been traveling far too long to find a place I belong. That's where I belong.
That's where I travel on. That's why, well, now I travel free. Oh, I'd like to believe in a place there for me, baby. All I want and all I know. Oh, I'm tired of faking these dreams now I'm taking. On my road I go. I've been traveling far too long to find the place I belong. We'll travel on. I'll travel on. Play it, baby.
Come on, Josh.
I'd like to believe in a place there for me, baby. All I want and all I know. Whoa, I'm tired of faking these dreams now I'm taking. On my road I go. I've been traveling far too long to find the place I belong. That's where I'll travel on. Oh, I will travel on. We'll get back to that road eventually. I'd like to point your attention to anybody watching to the bottom of the screen. We're accepting tips in a virtual way. It's just like a tip jar.
And those are being shared amongst all performers and
All
crew
the
today.
performers and crew are sharing these tips. We would love to have them. As we always say, if you can afford it, please drop a tip there. Any amount works. If you can't, don't tip us.
Or the empty pockets,
Hang
we
on to that.
understand.
Hang on to that money.
Do something good with that.
So let's bring in Catherine and Brian. They are in Austin, Texas. I have a question for the two of you. You got married, right?
We did.
Oh, yeah. So it's you guys are married. Eric and I are also married. Let me ask you if this ever happens. I'm not sure. So, like, you guys play in a band together. So Eric and I have been in a band together for 13 years.
Mm-hmm.
And
Oh, wow.
yeah, it's crazy. And she's objectively just a better person than I am. And here's how you know.
Untoward.
When Erica messes something up on stage in front of people, I give her a look like, oh, really? And when I just messed something up in Traveling Song, she smiled at me so big.
I think I referenced this the other day, and I said, you know, we got to encourage each other when we make mistakes.
You're so much better than I am. Brian and Catherine, do you have any, like, inter-musical tension in your relationship? We do.
Oh yeah. I mean, we're very good about keeping, you know, like a little, you know, when we're playing music, it's business. You know, we kind of keep like enough emotion out of it to where we like still have chemistry. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
yes, I do.
But no, I mean, I will say it's warranted, but because Brian is, I mean, I'm gonna brag a little bit, is an exceptional guitar player. And I think most people who know him would agree. But he is also very much, how should I say this? You know, he takes pride in his craft. And that is also kind of like extended into like being a band leader and whatnot.
Sure.
And so I definitely know that like on stage, if I just totally hit a wrong note or like, you know, I'll still like start something in the wrong key. Like I'll get like the little side eye, and I'm just like, yeah, like.
Come on, man.
So Brian knows what I'm talking
Brian,
about.
just-
Brian understands
just-
the side
as long
eye.
as Brian-
about
as long
do
as
we
you don't
have
say it
any
in the mic.
Inter-musical tension. That's
Not-
like
not-
it,
not-
I feel like.
We feel like we
I don't
fight
know.
more about
no
music.
comment.
Yes, Brian, that is correct. So it's It's 3:18. It's going to be 3:19 p.m. It's going to be 4:20 Eastern time soon. And, after we got that CD from Brian, and he said, you guys are going to dig this CD. And Brian, you were very right. The Mayo and Broussard album that we got is also really
Yes.
good. But this just,
Very notable as
Catherine's
well.
just connected to us so hard. And on this album is a song, which is funny because you're from like a conservative state. Your parents in the song sound a little bit conservative if the song's real.
Very.
And it's
very.
about smoking weed. And
Yeah.
it just touched Eric and I in a very literal way.
It moved me. It moved me
It's
to
called
tears.
Burn One Down. And if you don't mind, we'd love to request it. Can we make a request?
How could I deny that request? Of course. Of course.
Well, this is Catherine Legender and Brian Broussard of My Own Broussard. What's up? Oh, don't unmute that. Yeah. Sorry, we got a technical issue over here. Good question. This is Catherine Legender and Brian Broussard playing Burn One Down.
All right. I always like to say if anyone has Willie Nelson's email address, maybe send this one over to him. All right.
Oh, excuse me.
I don't smoke no cigarettes and liquor makes me ache. Just one way to free my mind from a long, hard-working day. It wipes away the stresses of my everyday routine. I just want you to sit right here and burn one down with me. Well, it ain't exactly legal, and I think that's a crime. But I don't let that stop me from doing it all the time. The only way it's better is when I become a weed. And I've got you to sit right here and burn one down with me. If Mama ever found me out, she might join in it too. But Daddy would just shake his head and tell me I'm a fool. Well, I hate to disappoint him, but it could be worse, you see. I just want you to sit right here and burn one down with me. Well, it ain't exactly legal, and I think that's a crime. But I don't let that stop me from doing it all the time. The only way it's better is when I become a weed. And I've got you to sit right here and burn one down with me. Oh yeah, burn it down. Some people might be thinking that I'm immature at best because it makes me silly and turns my eyeballs red. Well, I understand your point of view, I won't judge your beliefs, but you can't always sit right here and burn one down with me. Well, it ain't exactly legal, and I think that's a crime, but I don't let that stop me from doing it all the time. The only way it's better is when I become a weed. And I've got you to sit right here and burn one down with me. It ain't exactly legal, and I think that's a crime, but I don't let that stop me from doing it all the time. The only way it's better is when I become a weed. And I've got you to sit right here and burn one down with me. Yeah, why don't you just sit right here and burn one down with me?
Oh yeah.
That was a great one. Brian can play the guitar.
Yes, he can. Yes.
Those are some moves.
He's been practicing a lot, like just trying all kinds of different things, like experimenting different styles and stuff, like during this whole isolation period. So I can already he was like, we were practicing before this, and I was like, okay. I was like, I see your Duck Watson practicing has really been
Dude, it
paying
sounds
off.
it sounds
so.
great.
Right.
I've
Yeah.
also done that. I picked up I restrung my dobro and retuned it, and I'm like determined to figure out like a new style
Playing
of
dobro.
slide
Yeah.
dobro.
Oh
playing.
yeah.
That sounded
Yeah.
so good. I love that
Oh,
song.
I was-
Brian,
Thank you.
I was
playing is
dancing a lot.
perfect. I turned off
Yeah.
your monitor for a second, and I played along with you guys for a minute, and I'm not sure if it worked.
Oh, cool.
So you guys will have to watch it in post.
You'll have to watch it and see.
Decide.
It sounded good.
Nice.
Adam said it sounded good. All right, well, do you guys have another one for? I know you have a new album out, Catherine, and I have the words in front of me, and I keep being like legender, because in my head you're legendary, Catherine Legendary.
Well, that's how you spell it. So if you're gonna go look her up on the internet, which you really should, that's the best way, especially if you're gonna support an artist right now. Go follow them, pay attention to their stories. Kathryn, Catherine Legender, Legendre.
I could not have spelled that without it in front of me. So, Catherine,
Yeah.
do you have any new music out that you can share with us?
I do have new music out. I released 2 new singles on May 29th, so just last month. And honestly, there were just a couple I had in my back pocket that I had pretty much gotten mostly recorded before we were instructed to go into isolation mode. And so
Yeah.
as we ended up spending more time at home, I was just like, might as well just try to finish these up,
Absolutely.
remotely. And then, just got like different people to play on it, like at their own spots and whatnot. I figured, why not release them? And so we're going to go ahead and play one of them. But this is one long sad song. And, I'll say I feel like I have a tendency to write sad songs, but I'm a honky tonker, like I can't resist it,
Yeah.
And, a lot of times I find a lot of comfort and understanding in sad songs, and that's truly where the inspiration came from. And yeah.
So, Catherine,
I
this
guess-
is like a true lockdown release. You actually finished it in lockdown from different people's houses and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Sweet.
Yep. I mean, it was easy because we finished most of the studio part before.
So
thankfully.
you had like a big outline already done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sweet. All right, well, let's
It's
hear
probably
it.
like 75% done. Yeah.
Cool.
I'm excited to hear it.
Cool. All right. I know. I'm like, let me make sure I'm in the right key. All right. One long sad song. Also, all right. I know I kind of said before that last one about Willie Nelson, but I am like personally campaigning to get Martina McBride to like cover this song. So again, like y'all
Yes.
get your feelers out
Yeah,
there.
Willie and Martina.
Listen up.
Willie and Martina usually listen to this live show
They've both been
together.
known to watch.
They're both
Yeah.
known to watch it, so
I
hopefully
figured-
they're watching
I
together
figured.
right now.
Probably
Jeff
in that
Lynne.
hot
They'll,
tub.
they'll get back to you like this weekend, I assume.
Right, absolutely.
Excellent.
Okay. All right. One.
Can you push this over just a touch?
Okay.
Thanks.
1, 2, 3, 4. No one seems to understand. Some bad you always can. Hear me out and take me as I
Wow, that's a great tune. That's Catherine Legender. And that's Brian Broussard. Go grab their music. If you see our tip information at the bottom of the screen, we're doing a full tip share here. So that money is distributed to all of these artists.
That song sounds so much like an old song in like a great way, but has your own spin. I love it.
Catherine and Brian, really appreciate you guys joining us. Let's do this again sometime, huh?
Thank you so much for having us. Hopefully one of those times again can be in person.
You know, I was just thinking, we have a second bedroom, and we like to offer it to touring artists.
Yeah, so you guys come out to Chicago. We'll get out to
sometime.
Austin. We love Austin.
I gotta get to Chicago, actually.
Yeah.
I love it. I'm so
We'll come-
sad
we'll come.
Lollapalooza's not happening
I know.
this year.
Oh,
Your
wait.
way. How about that?
She was supposed to. So both of us have something in common. Both of us had our first big, huge festivals canceled.
No, you were on Lollapalooza?
No, no.
Wasn't yours canceled, Catherine, as well? The
I
Ladies Festival?
Oh, that's tragic.
I had a festival in Atlanta called Shaky Boots. It was a country festival.
Oh, I know that festival.
Sadly, got canceled.
With Brandy Carlisle?
Oh, she's
Martina McBride was actually
you could've pitched
on
your
the
song.
lineup.
It was
Yes.
right there to pitch. Oh.
So we
I
lost.
know.
We
lost
also
a big
lost a
one
fest.
too.
John Prine.
Ah.
John Prine was on the lineup.
Oh my God, everything's changed.
I know. I know.
Well,
I
let's
know.
we'll
But
great
I'm
seeing
sorry.
you. Really appreciate both of you guys. Everybody check out their music. Throw a tip. We'll share all of it. Thank you, Brian. Thank you, Catherine.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank
We'll see you
y'all.
guys next time. We'll talk to you soon. Let's skip over to a dirty bar.
Catherine and I love to smoke, but you know, a lot of people love to drink. So,
This bar could very much be in Austin, Texas.
oh yeah.
It's sticky on the floor, and there's a grumpy guy named Gus or Louie or Nate Bellin.
Sitting alone at the bar.
Harumph. He's been there all day long. But you turn the other direction and you see somebody and you say, hey baby, baby, when you look that way, there's this feeling, girl, I cannot describe. And I know that before this day, I might take your cue and pass you by. This time there's no hesitation. No! Getting my strength from this beat. Well, you know that I'm still waiting. Whoa, my bar's still here.
Baby, when you look my way, your eyes linger just a touch too low. The bar is closing and yet you stay till the band plays out their final song.
This time there's no hesitation. Getting my strength from this beer. You know that I'm still waiting on the bus to here, baby.
Let's have another drink.
Don't take time to think, then your hands in mine. Still warm from your touch. Have I had too much? Looks like you're feeling
baby, when you look this way, there's a moment and I realize, oh, you know everything I wanna say. Yes, you do, but I know every thought behind those eyes. This time there's no hesitation. Getting my strength from this beat. Well, you know I'm still waiting. Oh, you know I'm still waiting. You know that I'm still waiting on the bus door.
Oh, that does make me think of Austin. I want to be at the parish. If we could go Diane on full screen and get Diane with us, we're going to chat for a minute. I said at the beginning of the show, Diane, that we're counting the season based on the length of my hair, which we are. Here's season 1. So I'm thinking at the end of season 2, we should shave it on the air. That should be the last thing we do.
I'd like to at least attempt a haircut.
Oh, you're going to try to cut it first?
I'd like to attempt it.
Great, because then we can have the nuclear option of just
Yes.
shaving it
Correct.
all
That's
off.
excellent.
Which is
Excellent.
on the table. I understand.
I'm thinking a fall outdoor public shaving.
Ramsey. Well, that means a lot of things, but I understand, I think, what you meant. Ramsey wanted to know who put the gel in your hair, and I'd like to tell her.
I just don't wash it.
Well, I wasn't going to say
It's about once every
but
2
that's the honest truth.
Diane, I read an article in a woman's magazine
man.
that said, stop washing your
Yeah.
hair so much.
Yeah,
That is true,
Fair
ladies.
hair.
I don't
Yeah.
wash my hair.
How
that
often do you
much.
wash your hair, Diane?
Probably too much, almost every day.
I used to do that. I used to be a Diane, and now I'm a Josh. And I only wash my hair like once every 10 days. And then people go, where'd you get the gel?
I gotta say, your ends look very nice.
Dude, there are. Adam, how is your hair game going? I know you take hair very seriously.
Anyone I know, I've done absolutely less.
Less. Have you ever paid for a haircut, Mr. Velasco?
Not since like 2006.
Nice.
It's been a
Wow.
really long time.
Well, and it's funny because it's been a long time now for most people. It's at least been a few months, which is unusual.
Blipping, yeah. Not,
You know,
not
I know
even a
you
blip
haven't
on my
gotten your
radar.
hair cut.
No, but I
Hasn't
normally go about
mattered.
6 months between.
I didn't mean to get into this whole thing, Diane. What else is going on with
I
you?
love it. Well, so our friend Chris Snyder was wondering over on YouTube, what are you guys doing during the break? What are your plans?
We don't have plans.
We're trying to not make
Amazing.
plans. That's such a great question. Chris Snyder asks.
You know, we're the kind of people who
We go hard.
we're going hard all the time. And I think for the last few years until the pandemic hit, we were home for no more than 2 weeks at a time. So this is, and then in that time always had things to do because we were in between tours. So 2 weeks with no plans is a wild thing.
Yeah, it's a good question. Hopefully nothing. I'm kind of debating on whether I'm going to build a outdoor pizza oven.
You're saying that, but you've like already committed to buying
I'm
bricks
pretty
tomorrow.
committed to it in my head. So
I'm
that
really
might be a
excited about
project. Yeah. When we all get back to seeing each other in person, we can all come over and eat my fresh pizza out of a oven. I've been reading a lot about fire bricks. That's a whole thing.
Oh man, it's a whole thing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Got to make sure they don't explode on you.
Yeah, Nate, that'll happen. I saw footage of it.
I know.
So yeah, keep your questions coming in. We really appreciate you all. You got your donation link on the bottom there. We love Catherine. What do you think of Catherine and Brian, Diane?
Oh my gosh, they're amazing. And it's so fun. I think also now we have a bunch of new Catherine and Brian fans.
Oh, great.
Which, yeah.
Welcome aboard.
Welcome
Yeah,
aboard.
welcome.
All right, well, you know what? We're going to do a new version of a tune. You've heard this one, Diane, but we keep improving it. I think this is the first song I wrote when I met Erica. It's called You're the One, and I recommend playing it for somebody on your first date. Erica kicked me out of her house.
In the nicest way.
It was nice. I may not be right.
Oh no.
No, I could be wrong.
So
But maybe tonight I'll write you a song. There ain't no answer, no cure I could find to
get that sweet fragrance, oh, out of my mind, yeah. I'll make mistakes, at least one or two. Really, I'm sorry if I make them round you. Oh, what if you're the one to dry all my tears? You're the one to banish all my fears. You're the one fit into my life's plot. Maybe you are the one. Then again, maybe not. Oh, it isn't your beauty. It sure ain't that smile, no. It isn't them, though eyes staring at me all the while. Oh, it isn't your soft touch, nor your lips, a whispering soul that'll make me feel breathless and reckless, make me glow, yeah. Then again, mistakes, that's all. Make a few, make one or two. Baby, I'm sorry if I make them round you. Oh, you're the one to dry all my tears. You're the one to banish all my fears. Yeah, you're the one. Oh, stop me from being so lazy. You're the one. Maybe not. Turns out I'm crazy. Oh, oh. Dry all my tears. You're the one to banish all my fears. You're the one as rare as a shooting star. Maybe you are the one. Maybe oh, 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 oh. Maybe you. Maybe you are. Maybe you
So jazzy, so jazzy.
So jazzy.
That's You're the One. It's a new version. We're working on it. It's an old song done a totally new way.
Yeah, it is.
Let me switch guitars. Let's talk to Diane while I switch guitars.
What's up, girl?
I think that might be a lot for a first date, but I appreciate your style.
I'm so glad. I think my response was, you need to be more mysterious.
That was part of your response. The exact first response was, I got like a text message from like a friend of like an old teacher who died, and like I got to deal with this like right now. It was
I
like
believe.
so obviously fake. I was like, this was a terrible choice.
That did happen. That did happen. But I do believe I was ready for you to leave, so it worked out.
Yeah, you were like, okay, I don't know.
But now when I hear that song,
Yeah.
like I think about the huge risk you took.
Yeah, I'm a risk taker.
You know?
What did we cut you off, Diane? What were you saying?
Oh no, I'm just saying that some of our other fave artists are watching. We have Daniel Fega, who you guys just
Hello,
did the
Mr.
show
Fega. We used Source Connect today. It was not as successful. There's some tricky parts.
Got to figure it
but
out, like all
I
technology. I
enjoyed
guess.
using it.
We,
But
we,
man.
we had
And,
such a good time with that guy.
Mark Francisco is watching.
Hi, Mark.
What's going on, Mark?
Mark, next time it's you. Source Connect, harmonica. We got to get that going.
Oh, that would be so cool.
Daniel, anywhere to get a little more acoustic in my ears? Diane, we're going to do a Tanglewoods. We don't
I
do it
love
that
this
often.
one. Yeah.
Me too. I love this one too. A lot of songs about the beginning of us.
Everyone who knows me knows. Everyone who knows me knows. Everyone who knows me knows I'm coming home. On the first day we met, in those old tangled woods, your wings and your eyes sparkled blue. And as I recall, there was alcohol, so the details might be tangled too. You took my hand, you led me away from the lair of that unholy beast. We made our escape at the end of the day, then enjoyed us a pick-me-up feast. Like a caveman. It's not that I don't really try. We didn't care. I just tangled your hair. Left to each joke, you would smile. On the first day we met, come on. On the first day we met, had that old rodeo, the bull must have been 4 foot wide. Just like bowling balls, our hands hit the walls. So we left there, yes we left there, just as you cried. They said it's not brutal, they lied. We didn't care. You just tangled your hair and we drove
till we reach Lakeshore Drive. On the first day we met, I'm coming home. On the first day we met, come on. On the first day we met, in that old wooden stage, you rolled your eyes and walked by. We didn't speak for nearly a week. When we did, all you asked me was why. Why don't we take this path together? My only answer is okay. We hit the road, and so I've been told we found all that we wanted someday. On the first day we met, I'm coming home. On the first day we met, sing it now. Everyone who knows me knows. 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 I'm coming home. Everyone who knows me knows. I'm coming home. I'm coming home. I'm coming home. Yes, we're Chicago bound. Touchdown, I don't care. I'm coming home. Yes, we're Chicago bound. But I'd follow you anywhere. Yes, we're Chicago bound. Touchdown, I don't care. Yes, we're Chicago bound. But I'd follow you.
Yay. Thanks, Diane. Thanks.
I missed it. I assume it was bad. I had my ears unplugged for like half that song.
You did?
Wow.
You didn't do the gesture?
No, but you were like you were perfectly into it, and I had the acoustic, and I can hear Adam a little
I
bit.
cannot. Yeah, I had
Oh, you did
no
a great job.
idea.
It sounded great.
I kick it out often enough that I'm getting used to it.
We need to like belt it to you.
I just like
somehow.
don't need a monitor. It's fine.
That's pretty
So,
impressive,
Very
dude.
old school.
That's crazy.
Tanglewoods. I assume Diane was like, "Don't play that one again. That's enough of that." I missed it all, but that's a fun
That's
one.
not what she was
That's
like.
about Erica's 10th song. It went "You're the One," "Fall Right Now," couple of crap songs in between, and then Tanglewoods. Are there more about Erica now? I don't know. How many songs do you deserve? You're pretty nice.
Wow.
You're pretty good.
This is a reckoning.
We're so thrilled to be here with you. It's the end of season 1, and what does that mean? We don't know. We're making it up. We started doing a show. We were on the air, Diane, with the other day. We were at Sellersville Theater with Daniel Fega, who said he was watching. And Daniel said, "Oh, you do a weekly Wednesday show. What's it called?" And I say, "Weekly Online Concert." And he goes, "Oh." And I say, "You don't like the name?" And he goes, "It could use some work."
So we're actively accepting submissions.
Yeah, right now it's technically called Weekly Online Concert.
I do like TV.
That's the best so far.
EMP, like empty,
V.
but TV instead of T. Yeah.
What I like about weekly online concert, what it lacks in excitingness, it has in clarity.
On the nose.
Can't mistake what that is, baby.
So Diane, feel free to take any suggestions you want. We've had some interesting ones.
You're a writer too, so I would trust you to come up with something saucy.
I know I'm going to miss all of you guys. We have our crew in studio. Diane's in Oak Park. And then I have two cousins here. We've been working with the Jux and Daniel McCormick for 5+ years. He's produced almost all of our albums. He's in studio mixing. I have my cousin Patrick Lentz. He's in studio on the camera. And I have my sister Annie Skaball. She's learned how to switch.
She's our director.
Directing. She's directing over there. So thank you to the crew. I'm gonna miss all of you guys and seeing you. So Diane, we're not back till Epic on July 10th, and then we have our first live show on Wednesdays back on July 15th. That's the beginning of season 2.
Maybe we'll have a splashy name. We'll see.
Yeah, I think that's time to come up with a title.
Oh yeah, and
Yeah.
I'd like to have Idris Elba. Is that the guy who plays Charles Minor on The Office? Is that Idris Elba?
Yes, he is Charles.
I think he'd be a perfect season 2 addition to the cast. So we're
you're
looking for
listening-
Miranda Lambert and Willie Nelson for Catherine.
Jeff Lynn's always listening.
Jeff Lynn's
so
always listening with the ghosts of the rest of the Wilburys and the living ones. And then Idris Elba. So give us a call, man. You could be on season 2 just like you came into The Office. You come into this show.
Yeah.
I think it makes perfect sense.
It's a good pitch.
All right, we'll talk to you one more time, Dan, before we're done with the show. But I just want to say, all of you, Adam, Nate, thank you for doing this. Daniel, Annie, Patrick, Diane, Erica, this whole team, I'm going to miss you guys for 2 weeks. But we'll follow each other right back here.
Oh, I see what you did there, Josh.
Waltz Me Films.
We were both birds that would fly with you south to the Keys and Weed Lounge, where the tourists hang out and the bird songs we'd sing
shoot. I forgot the last chord. Hey, Annie.
I do that.
Annie, can you give us the grid screen in Epic? Thank you so much. That last chord's not important. It's a new.
It's not.
It's a new. We're gonna just say hi really quick in Zoom to our Epic members. Thank you so much for watching this whole season on Fridays for our Epic only shows, and on Annie's there too. And on Wednesday on these shows, and Annie, you could go to Diane for me. We really appreciate you guys. We're starting Epic. That's the Empty Pockets Insiders Club.
Ooh, VIP baby.
We start up again on July 10th, and like we said, these shows start up again on July 15th. Right below us, where I'm pointing-ish, we have our PayPal and Venmo info. Feel free to drop us a tip. We're paying all these artists out of that, including Brian and Catherine and our crew, so we really appreciate it. It's our last show of season 1, so be as generous as you can afford, and thank you so much. Now, Diane, I'm getting sad. I can't believe it's the end here.
I was getting in your way.
This is our last words. What are your last words of season 1, Diane?
Thank you so much to everyone for tuning in. We have a couple early suggestions I want to float to you guys for this
Excellent.
title. Just to ponder over the break as we continue to get new ones. Okay, so Leslie suggested, what if we did Wednesdays online as a takeoff on Wednesdays on the Green?
I like it a lot.
Oh.
I like it. And then Tina suggested another good one, WEPS. I don't know if you would say WEPS or Weeps, but it's Weekly Empty Pocket Stream.
That's nice.
Oh,
That's very
that's
nice.
Yo.
Very nice.
W-E-P.
W-E-P. It's Nate
Yeah.
and the Douche.
Hey, you're listening to WEPS.
The traffic, we do only traffic on North Avenue between Harlem and Oak Park. The
The
2
traffic
blocks.
is looking pretty locked up right now going westbound, but coming eastbound, you're fine.
But remember, it's only the 2 blocks between Harlem and Oak Park.
You're trying to get Eduardo's Pizza Place, you might be out of luck.
Okay, that was an excellent one.
Good one, guys.
I love that. Yeah.
Alright.
Thank you all so much. And thanks to everyone who has donated. We so appreciate you.
Thanks, Diane. We will see you for season 2, July 15. It'll be here before we know it. Thank you so much for joining us. You've been an excellent host. Mr. Belasco, it's the end of season 1.
Yep.
What are your final words for us, sir?
Come back for season 2. Obviously,
Mm-hmm.
you know, season 2 is always better than season 1.
Wait,
right?
have you seen season 1 of Parks and Rec? It's garbage, and it's one of my favorite
Yeah.
shows.
I
Wow.
do not agree with that.
Well.
but in spirit, yes, what you're saying is correct. But
Thank you.
those early episodes are really good.
I agree.
I hate Mark Brandanowitz.
Oh, come on. That's way overblown. Mark Brandanowitz is a perfectly fine character.
He's a straight man.
just-
He
you
does
just-
his job.
Yeah,
I've
Josh just
derailed
needs a
you.
Rob Lowe character to look at.
I need me some Rob Lowe. I love Wayne's World.
Yeah. sure.
All right, I'm sorry I've derailed your final words. Keep
No,
going.
that's fine. I'm done.
Did we get a read on if Bernie Williams watched today?
Yeah, did you get a tweet?
I don't know, Bernie, if you're watching, we're watching you always.
Okay, so let's extend our list then. We're looking for Miranda Lambert, Martina McBride.
Yep.
We take Miranda Lambert. That's
I
fine.
like that girl too.
Willie Nelson,
Yep.
Idris Alba,
Yep.
and then Bernie. We need
Taupin.
we
Bernie
need
Williams.
Bernie Taupin.
Wait,
If
we
he wants
forgot
to
one.
come in and play guitar with us
Anytime, digitally.
Oh, and the ghost of Jeff Lynne.
Say it again, Diane.
Maybe Bernie Sanders too.
Bernie
Just all
Sanders.
three.
He wants to come in and play
Sanders,
some
too.
guitar.
If he wants to play some drums,
I'll have some words
that's
with him.
absolutely fine.
You know, I only do a boogie, but here we go.
I only shuffle.
The top 10% of the lower 50% of the drums are for the playing of the drums, and that's why everybody needs. No, is that
Wow.
I recommend that everyone go to drum school for free.
Free drum school.
Free
for
drum
everyone.
school for everyone. Okay,
drum school.
Nate, that brings us, of course, naturally to your final words of season 1.
You know, the entirety of this thing has been an online experiment, and we're kind of rolling with it. And I'd just like to say thank you to everybody for being so patient through all of this. We've had some weeks that have just been technical nightmares.
It's been perfect each time.
It's
It's me, Bernie Sanders.
Oh, hello, Bernie Sanders here. You can't, because I'll just go off on a thing, man. But it's been great to do this and to have a musical outlet and to be able to figure out this crazy technology that now we'll be able to do some really killer stuff with in season 2, which I'm looking forward to.
Oh, yeah.
So thank you, everybody, for joining us. Thank you so much for helping us through this and supporting us and being so kind. And I'm hoping that everyone gets as much love and affection out of this as I do, because this is amazing.
That's really nice, Nate. Season 2 is coming. Usually season 2 you get a budget upgrade. This budget was $0 to put on this show to start, so we're getting an infinite budget upgrade.
You know, the break is happening right at the solstice, so like, should we just call this season summer?
Yeah,
that's kind of how seasons.
That's how seasons usually. We've had joy, we've had fun. We are done with season 1.
Oh,
my
nice.
darling Erica, your final words. Thank you to Topo the Chico. We want to call it the Shopo Chico, but we need a check from Topo Chico for that to happen.
If the fellas are listening, we are out of season 1 Topo Chico,
That's what I was gonna
so
say,
we
it's
need a refill for season 2.
The real reason we are ending season 1 is because
We're
the
out of
fridge
the
is
Topo
empty.
Chicos. We will accept the same exact amount. Whatever the White Sox got paid to name it guaranteed rate, we'll rename our show the Shopo Chico. That's a standing offer. Thank you so much, like I said, to Daniel and Patrick and Annie, our crew, to Diane. I really appreciate you.
So
Adam and
much.
Nate, you guys are glorious. Thank you for watching. Throw us a tip. If you can't throw us a tip, don't stress about it. But if you
Thank
can,
Enjoy.
please do.
Thank you for taking this journey with us. It means the world to all of us.
We love you, and we'll see you later.
I wrote a song, turned out anthemic, but there are no people at the stadium today.
Maybe by the end of July.
Oh, please. Baseball.
Even on the soft side of this pandemic, I wish that it would get up and go away. Oh, wish that it would get up and go away.
Derek Jeter, thank you for being here. Tina Fey.
Amy Poehler.
Amy Poehler. The 1996 New York Yankees. Thank you everybody so much for season 1. The 2016 Chicago Cubs are watching.
The 1993 Bulls.
We're gonna miss you. We'll see you July 15th.
Thanks, Michael Jordan.
Wish that it would get up and go away. Oh, wish that it would get up and go away.
We'll see you really soon. Have a great beginning of July. 4th of July. Stay safe out there, everybody. We love you.